first reporters on the scene.
Okay, a big explosion has just occurred. Everyone is running from the entire financial district now.
The Lands Between tells a story. We venture to a land in the aftermath of a long and destructive war, a land once coated in gold, now in great perish. Amidst this war, however, stands the mighty Erd Tree, a representation of the Golden Order, a kingdom which once brought balance to this land. Beneath this mighty tree, the royal capital Leyndell, a city of once noblemen and lords, of stunning beauty and architecture, but now remains a purgatory. The once nobleman, now stricken with madness, indulging not on lavish riches, but rather his own fellow flesh. The player is given only one objective: to become the Elden Lord, ascend the throne and bring balance to this shattered land. But to become such a lord, the player must kill all those in opposition, sacrifice the innocent, and burn the mighty Erd Tree, the only last representation of order. And so the player does as instructed, sacrificing all for the throne, but never stopping to think at what cost. The capital city changes throughout the game, dependent upon the player's actions. It begins as a ruin already, but as the player goes into a deeper quest to restore order, it soon turns to fire and ash. When ruins burn, history repeats itself. All struggles for power and domination, all end in destruction and annihilation. A kingdom of ruins, now a kingdom aflame, all at the cost of trying to rebuild an already broken throne. The game stands as a reminder to what happens when we cling on to the past glory of what once was, and when we, the player, finally achieve the goal of becoming the Elden Lord. This is what remains. Some may say, let the past die, for if we do not, it may burn into our present and destroy the possibility of the future to be.
Everybody dies in this nuclear war. And it all begins with one person choosing to use their power.
Somebody from a position of power and you're moving pieces around on a board. You're controlling people.
And yet this person is safer than everybody else. So why then is this person in power not visualized or feared as much as the possibility of explosions? does viewing individual one-off events in media simply remove us from the fear of larger scale events. They're so rare it won't ever happen to me.
A ruin. What does it represent? What once was it? In a sense, we are all surrounded by ruins. Here stands a ruin of a gate, from a time thousands of years long past. A ruin of a civilization now extinct, yet here still stands what's left behind. Perhaps this gate should be a reminder of the fragility of society. How in a split moment a civilization can build and fall all the same. Like the ruins in Nagasaki or the Colosseums of old, they all stand to be a representation of how the strongest of countries and kingdoms can be reduced to ruins and rubble. And yet, despite this, here stands the ruin of those lost civilizations. An echo of a time long past, fated to never return again. But as these ruins stand in our modern world, they act as a reminder, or perhaps some would say, a warning, of what happens to once great societies when in decline and when reduced to ruin. Even in total destruction, nature grows again. Often destruction is visualized as a collective, but it's far more personal than that. Those we miss most, or fear to lose, that is destruction. The nuclear, for many, is the loss of those around us. But even with destruction comes rebirth, to adapt, to change. How a scar heals with time, as shall we. For even ruins birth life of nature. Society, ever adaptable and changeable, finds a way to live on. And for the people of the future, they may not feel like they are living in the aftermath. Life just adapts. It keeps on growing.